Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna be comparing Call of Duty Warzone Mobile to its counterpart, Call of Duty Mobile, or I believe it would be Call of Duty Mobile compared to its counterpart, Warzone Mobile. But as you can see, we're starting with Warzone Mobile, with how the creator class looks and everything like that. Then we'll eventually get into looking at like the settings and everything. I made sure that both games are on max settings for high graphics, frame rate, and everything. But in fairness, we're just gonna boot in. We're playing. I got domination since you can't pick the mode in Warzone Mobile, which is stupid. I know it's mostly supposed to be a Warzone type game, but still, I believe you should kind of be able to pick your own mode if you're gonna make a multiplayer part of it to kind of counteract the console and PC port. I think that's what they're trying to do here. I got domination, so when I did domination, I knew I had to play domination on Call of Duty Mobile when I got to it. But as you can see, it does take a while. It doesn't take that long to load into a game. Right off the bat, you can see the graphics don't look good at all. And you would think if they're making another mobile game, it would look about the same or as good as the previous one, which is COD Mobile. So the controls, I believe, are kind of wonky. I like the touch controls. I believe they would work great. It's just the sensitivity on them. It took me, I kid you not, probably about 10 to 20 minutes trying to figure out sensitivity. One frame worked, and then when you aimed down sights, it was low. It did not move at all. It was a pain to try to get a hold of and figure out. But I'm gonna let this play through and come back in a while. I did also kind of like flip it and split it. This game took about roughly 13 minutes long, which I get it. They went the score limit up to, I believe it was 160. And right here, as you can see, it's like the frame drops on it, like how laggy it looks and framey. Like, that should not be happening. Also note, I am playing on a Galaxy Z Flip 6. So, I am playing on a pretty decently new device. And so it should run it no problem. And as you can see, it's just stuttery. The frame rate is like butter. Or not butter, but fucking ass, to be frank. And ideally, if you're going into a game like this, as big as Call of Duty is, and from what we're coming from, COD Mobile, you would want the frame rate to be good. You would want the game to look somewhat decently good. I'm not saying the game looks like complete ass. It's just you would want it to look somewhat better. Some aspects of the game will look like ass, especially from max graphics. But as you can see, maxed out graphics, it just like blurry, low quality, pixelated in some areas. And I just don't think that makes this game look good at all. I just want to point out that right there, you saw how bad that frame rate got with like smoke, just staring at the smoke. Looks like it drops your frame rate down to almost 20 FPS. Or more, or less. I meant, fuck. I'm fucking up at the highest degree with this. But, I mean, I feel the game has potential if they just fix some stuff. I mean, think about it. This game came out, let me see. This game came out in 2020, so about 4 years ago, and it still has frame issues, and the graphics ain't that good for maxed out settings. Like, I feel like that should have been fixed by now. When Call of Duty Mobile came out in 2019, a year prior to this. And this game really does not make it look. It looks like I ported PC Modern Warfare 3 to both. I'm trying to play it at the lowest settings, and I'm getting absolutely no good graphics at all or frame rate. That's how I see this game. There we go for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Won the game. 160 is the score for domination. But like I said, the graphics just needs to be tweaked a bit. especially for having on max graphics. It should not look that bad, and something with fixing the frame rate. Now we're moving on over here to Call of Duty Mobile. As you can see, the animations and the screen and all that is smooth. As you can see, it is max out graphics and all that. We have everything on high, and everything. And all in all, just by scrolling through the screen, you can see the frame rate is already like 1,000 times better. We even have super resolution on for experimental, and it's going this good. But as you can see, I'm going to hop into a game of domination and see how it plays out. And yeah, as you can see, I got a game on domination with Raid Holiday, and just right here you can see how good the graphics are just on COD Mobile compared to Warzone Mobile, and Warzone Mobile is newer, and the frame rate is already perfect. It's like a smooth max frame rate of, I want to say it's 60 or 100. I don't remember what the frame rate maxes out at on COD Mobile. Same with Warzone, but I know it should be roughly about 60 or higher at this rate, because that's what most phones can now do with the newer chipsets, especially with the Z Flip 6 and that newer chip. I forgot what it's called, but I know it's a newer Snapdragon. But as you can see, maxed out graphics looks like actual maxed out graphics for a game, and the frame rate is actually max frame rate, smooth, playable, no jittering or nothing. I just want to skip ahead a little bit for we're already like in half game. As you can see, 72 points already, and the max score is 100, which I feel is appropriate for a mobile version of COD. Not 160, 100 should be fine. 160 would be good, especially like for Warzone Mobile, like we were just on, if it ran this smooth and max graphics looked as good as this. If they could get that fixed, I believe it could be a great game. But until that gets fixed, I don't really have much hope for that game lasting long. And frankly, COD Mobile is just all in all a better running game and better looking projector. But that's where I'm gonna leave it. I know it wasn't really a in-depth kind of comparison. I suck at these, my first ever one. But I feel like there was really not much to talk about wise, because all in all, I mean, realistically it was just graphics point and frame rate issues with Warzone Mobile compared to Call of Duty Mobile. Plus Call of Duty Mobile has more to offer. Warzone Mobile just feels like a port of Modern Warfare 3 on mobile, and it's kind of flopping. I'm not gonna lie, that is absolutely flopping. They need to get their stuff fixed.